to another session of Creative Colouring with Erum. I am Erum Tasneem for Altenew, and today I'll be watercolouring the floral 3D die set. I'll be using the Hibiscus Garden 3D die set on my card today. How gorgeous is this set, people? It's just brilliant, and those leaves, I love those leaves. So I already went ahead and die cut the elements. I just need one flower and two leaves, and those tiny bits are part of the flower. I'm going to use the watercolor brush markers for the coloring. For the flower, I'll be scribbling Ruby Light and Midnight Violet watercolor brush markers. I will cover the entire layer. This will be the darkest layer, so I'm using the watercolor brush markers directly and covering the whole layer. To spread and mix the colors a bit, I'll use a water brush. This will be helpful in covering the white edges that you can see. The colors look beautiful and quite tropical. I think these are the perfect colors for hibiscus. The first time I colored on die cuts, I think I used the Gansai Tambi watercolors, and though those are beautiful, I still had to ink the edges of the die cut to give them some vibrancy and a bit of life to the layer, if you know what I mean. But because these watercolor brush markers are so vibrant and intense, that I won't be doing any extra work today. For the second layer, I'll start by adding Midnight Violet closer to the flower center. And then I'll go over the Midnight Violet with Ruby Light. After doing this, I'll use the water brush to spread the color around. I want this layer lighter than the first layer. Once this dries just a little bit, I'll go back in and add a bit of detailing on the petals. You can see it's nothing major. I'm just adding flicks with a Midnight Violet brush marker directly. For the last layer, I'll just add a smidge of color onto the layer and then use a water brush to spread the color around. This is going to be the lightest layer. For the flower center, I'll use Midnight Violet to color the entire layer and then add a bit of Ruby Light to the center of that piece. For the pistil, which is that elongated piece, I'll use Citrus Burst, Warm Sunshine, and a bit of Autumn Blaze watercolor brush marker. You don't necessarily need all these three watercolors to color this tiny little piece. You can do with just the Warm Sunshine and Autumn Blaze. I added Autumn Blaze to get a bit more of a warm yellow. Now for the gorgeous leaves. I'll first use Citrus Burst. I'll cover major part of the leaf with the Citrus Burst watercolor, and the next shade I'll use is Limeade, and then I'll cover the leaf with Limeade as well. The last color that I'll add is Emerald. The reason I added yellow, the Citrus Burst, that is in the first place, is because I wanted my emerald to have more yellow in it, so that it ends up looking like a true green leafy color. I will use Limeade to mix and spread the emerald around a bit. These watercolors mix well with each other, so you can definitely form newer shades with these. Now I'll work on the card front. I shared a window card a couple of weeks back, and I liked the look of it, so I decided to create another window card. This time it will be a little different. I will use the floral heart frame die and place it slightly off the edge. I'll die cut the heart out of the card front and another piece that is equal to the card front, which is 4 by 5.5 in my case. I'll then adhere a piece of acetate behind the die cut heart window. To hide the acetate from showing on the inside, I'll use the extra panel that I die cut to cover up the acetate. I've already die cut the lacy floral heart frame die, and I will now apply glue on this and do some inlay die cutting. Placing the die cut heart on the acetate, fitting it inside the window. You can use a spray adhesive to adhere this hard die cut since it's so detailed. I didn't apply glue to all the bits, so after I cut off the excess, one of the bits fell off, and thankfully it was just one, so it was easy to glue it back on. I will now see where my floral die cut pieces will go. I decided to add black paint splatters first, and then adhere the die cut elements with foam tape. Once everything is in place, I'll adhere the sentiment hello. This is from the label Love Sentiment stamp set. And I will place this over the flower and then add a few more black splatters so a few of them are on the leaves. And there you have it. My card is ready and it looks pretty too. I do really like this floral heart frame die, and the off the edge window looks really good too. I hope you liked my card. Thank you for watching. Bye.